Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, pandas. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you could join us today. Hey, we got 48 people so far, but let's hit that like button, pandas. Welcome to the stream. Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Hamid. Hey, make sure you hit that. Make sure you fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it's gonna be today. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Mike Carroll from Alabama. Hey, good morning, Brandon Jones from Florida. Jason, Trusty Mod. Good morning from Texas. Good morning, Steve T from Freaky Friday in California. Did you swap souls with somebody? Did you swap bodies with somebody, Steve? Evzen says good morning from the west country of Alberta. Gary Douglas says good morning to all. Alex Glakic says morning from Pennsylvania. SW Blaze, good morning from rainy Chicago. Good morning, Richard Harris. Good morning, Matt Leonard from Ohio. Bill Jesso, good morning. James Sakonas, yo. Amir Haberl, good morning from Turkey. Welcome from Turkey. Ah, welcome. Scott Hubbard, good morning from Lancaster. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hope you guys had an amazing yesterday. I honestly, yesterday, I'll just say this right now, this price action yesterday was, in my opinion, it was horrible. Like, I had one setup that I thought was just going to break this entire thing, as in it's going to break down. We had the double top here, strong push off the double top, Pikachu trap trade. It was enough for a scalp, but I really thought that was gonna just plummet. But I ended up having a small trading range right here and ended up being like a failed breakout, that trading range coming back up. And also, one thing I was waiting for all day was a break of this ledge. This ledge formed pretty much within the first hour of the day, and it tested the ledge 2 times afterwards, and finally the third time it tested it finally broke out. But unfortunately, this breakout happened after the market closed, as in it happened kind of in that 4 o'clock range. And so, sorry, one second, let me turn off this. It's that 4 o'clock range, and so after 4 o'clock, basically it started to finally break and broke this ledge, which I said there was an 80% chance this ledge would break out. I just didn't know when it was going to break out. It broke out way later, end of the day. And now we're finding ourselves in this kind of spiking channel. Today, I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. Not sure what's going to happen. Hey, good morning. It's more people rolling in. Good morning. Good morning, Kellyanne from Jersey. Welcome. Gary Douglas, thoughts and prayers for all affected in Miami. Oh, did something happen in Miami? Hey, let me know what happened in Miami. I'm not caught up in the news. Was there a hurricane or something? H Cal says, good morning. What volume indicator is the best to use on NinjaTrader? I do not use volume. Sorry. Couldn't answer that question. Anyone in chat can help H Cal out. Kellyanne said, let's go, baby. AJ Santa Maria, good morning, pandas. Building collapsed yesterday. Oh no. I gotta look this up. Oh, it happened yesterday. Oh, condo collapsed. Oh no, 159. 4 dead, 11 hurt, dozens missing. Oh yeah, serious thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. Wow, that's for real. Yeah. I almost want to do a prayer right now for them. Yeah, Father, help them. Father, help them. Help the people find the people that are missing, and help the rescue workers and protect everybody. You know, Jesus name we pray, amen. That is crazy. That is so sad. Like, if your condo, just imagine if that was you or one of your loved ones. That's insane. That is so sad. All right, guys. Hey, thoughts and prayers to Miami. Hot lemon aloha from Hawaii. Alberto Malabat says, "Vamos, baby." Good morning. Real Idiot says, "How many contracts would you buy with your 17K?" I'm using 3 contracts. But I personally would recommend like 1 contract per $10,000, to be honest. If you're like, especially if you just began, like I already went through a couple journeys. Like I did a couple like doubling my accounts already. So that's why I'm like kind of more comfortable to do 1 contract per 5,000. But I will say if you're beginning, like you trade like 1 MES contract for $5,000. You know, that's kind of how you begin. You just want to get your feet wet. Good morning, good morning, good morning, pandas. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, 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 pandas. Hey, as people are rolling in, I'm gonna go over what's happening. I'm Bye Money, and welcome to my channel. Hey, if this is your first time, we trade pure price action here. We trade only 1 single instrument, the E-mini S&P futures. We trade only 1 single setup, the 2-legged pullback. It's a setup that looks like this. And yeah, it's 2 legs down or 2 legs up. And in the key areas in the right context, this is a greater 90% probability to make 1 point. For instance, if I grab this setup and bring it over to my chart right here, we have a, I'm not saying this is one I would take. This is really choppy, but this is an ABC pattern right here. ABC off the 20 EMA with the Pikachu setup and ends up giving you a point. So we try to find this in key areas. If you want more details about this actual setup itself, you can check out the description below. There are playlists describing the details of counting legs and finding these 2-legged pullbacks. Also, on this channel, we trade pure price action. So that means on the chart, the only indicators I have very few indicators, and any indicator I do have helps with price action. I have the 20 EMA, I have the 240 SMA, I have an indicator that automatically counts legs and identifies second entries. And so with a simple color scheme with dark red and dark green numbers, that gives us second entries. That means that here, if you look on the right side, if you're new to the channel, all you have to do is look on the right side and look at what color this diamond is. If the color is red, or dark green, that means the next reversal is the second entry. For instance, sorry, 1 second. For instance, we have this pattern ABC. 1 pullback, first entry, second pullback, and the next reversal here is a second entry. We have 2 pushes up. So what we try to do is find these red diamonds near those key areas. And for those who are like familiar with MAC, price action trading system, all you have to do if you want to follow Mac's rules, I follow more Al Brooks rules, but if you want to follow Mac's rules to the T, you only take second entries after the number 2. So once this 2 appears, then you take the second entry. And here's a second entry. This one ends up failing, but this is a second entry. A, B, C. And so you have a scalp that you can make right here, but this does miss obviously, and the reason why you don't want to take that is because you got a nice bounce off the 240 SMA, strong bull bar, and you typically don't want to trade against when bouncing off support. There's bad context right there. And so if you want more information about the indicator, you can check out the official website www.2leggedpullback.com. Also, there's a trading range indicator. This trading range was created automatically by the trading range indicator using pure price action. And you can find that indicator as well at the official website, www.2leggedpullback.com. All right, pandas, that's it for the introduction. Welcome to the stream. By the way, I trade mostly the 2000 tick chart, but I also use a 10K tick chart and also the 5-minute chart to get a better feel of the context here. Hey, let's find some good setups, pandas. Yesterday, honestly, I didn't make any trades. The I can't even tell you, like, the price action yesterday was like borderline torture. It was just so choppy for me. I could not make a good read on it. Like, when you see stuff like this, what do you do with this? What do you do with that? Like, how can you trade this? You know, how can you trade, like, I don't know, even something like this where it's like super choppy? You know, like, what are you thinking here? This is crazy. Like, it's very hard. It is a two-legged pullback, ends up working out for you, but so choppy like this. And the entire day is just in this range. And you could, I guess, make the argument that why don't you just go long at the bottom of the range here, and go short at the top, and maybe that's a good way to do it. But for me, like, for instance, when I saw this setup here, double top, big rejection, two-legged pullback Pikachu trap trade right here, I thought this was a reversal. I mean, this was going to be a strong reversal, going right into the support though, and then finally bounces. So, you know, and then traps right here is crazy. You know, like, if I, okay, why don't you just go short at the top? Well, here you could go short at the top, but this one fails and actually has to break out a little bit more, then finally reverses. And this is kind of why you want to find the lower high setups. This is the lower high setup. This is a better setup than this one. But in my opinion, that's hindsight bias. Kind of hard for me. It was so choppy. Like, when I started seeing all of these long wicks and stuff, I'm just like, it was torture for me. So I didn't really make any trades. I just had a kind of a hit yesterday, and I'm telling you right now, pandas, I am struggling to get to 20K. It is such a struggle, and I'm gonna attribute the struggle to because of how choppy we've been on the daily. We've just been in this trading range, and we've just been getting chopped up here, and it's just very difficult to really kind of gauge what's gonna happen here. So I'm gonna blame it on the dailies just being like, oh man, like the volume yesterday, even the volume yesterday was just horrendous. It's just painstaking. So I started this strategy last year around this, you know, maybe, yeah, around last year, but last year the volatility was crazy. And so, like, it was very nice to actually try to scalp because it was so easy to scalp. But I feel like nowadays, like, things are a little back to normal. And this is the first summer that I've really traded, and it's been tough. So I'm getting used to this, you know, and so I personally think that's why I'm having a difficult time. I'm trying to break that 20K. I'm trying to reach that 20K goal, and I'm just like, keep getting close, and then I just get smacked back down. So it's a struggle, pandas, but we'll get there. Don't worry. Hey, hopefully you guys fill out that poll. 40% thinks bull trend, 46% think it's trading range. It's pretty close between bull trend day and trading range day. I'm gonna go over quickly what kind of day I think it is. When I look at the daily, we're approaching this wedge, but this may mean nothing. This really may mean nothing. This could drift upwards all the way up to the top of this channel and come back down to test the top of this wedge. But really, you know, this typically, like wedges, they will break out. They'll have a small breakout, but if it does break out, then typically it'll be a failed breakout. So if we do, like, you know, so that means that if it touches this wedge, it can glide right through it and then come right back down. So today, what kind of day? I'm just not sure. I'm leaning towards a bull trend day today, just because we're currently in the uptrend. But, you know, really with every single bar, that's gonna have to tell me what's gonna happen, because right now we're also in the spiking channel, so I really just don't know. Spiking channel, and we're at the top of the channel, but also bull trend. The trading range on the 10K chart, this blue box. Hey, market just opened. Let's see what happens here. All right, we're starting to break out of this spiking channel. We do have an L4 set up here. L4 does trigger and reverses, but it's currently trapping out. I usually don't like to make a trade right off the beginning of the day, but we are at the top of the channel here on this uptrend with the L4 setup. Just not sure what's gonna happen here. Are we gonna keep going upwards on this uptrend, or are we gonna reverse here on this L4 setup? All right, makes a perfect scalp on the L4. Absolute scalp on the L4 here. Maybe look for a lower high setup here. Got L4 at the top of the channel, of the spiking channel. Decent scalp, I guess, but that was way too close to the opening. I'm comfortable now making a trade if we get one. 10K showing exact same thing. What's the 5 minutes showing us? 5 minutes showing us a spiking channel here. Currently. This is the spiking channel. Very tight channel though. May not have enough information on that 5 minute to really give us a good clue of how the spiking channel looks like, but spike and channel currently. Again, we're making all-time highs. This is a brand new all-time high. Yeah, for those who took that scalp on that L4, congrats. Congrats to you. Lower high setup here. I'm looking for a trap if we can get it. But we're still on this uptrend. Don't forget this uptrend here. But also top of the channel. So we got conflicting things going on right now. That makes a point though. On the lower high setup. I just don't like how we're above the 20 MA before reversing here. Only thing I would consider here is maybe a trap to go short, but still this uptrend is, you cannot ignore this uptrend. This trend is still in place. Potential trap here at the top of the channel. The only reason why I would want to go short here is because the top of the channel, you got things going against you. You got 20 MA, you got this trend line, you got a couple things going against you taking this trend. Man, I like this trap. I like this trap, but it's just the context is not there yet. It's just not there. We got this trend line, we got this 20 MA. If it was like breaking below the 20 MA and we got the trap, then I would be way more interested, but man, the trap looks nice. It's just not in the right place. It has to be lower, right? This reversal needs to be lower. It can't be above the 20 MA like that. And this trap is currently struggling to make a point. Very high chance it can make a point, but like I said, there were certain things that it just stopped me from doing it. It's just still in this uptrend, above the 20 MA. It had to be a little bit lower. Trap ends up making a perfect scalp right there. Absolute scalp made on the trap. Pandas, I like that trap because it was bouncing off the top of the channel, right? And that's kind of what you want to see. But it just was not in the right place. It was just a little too high. Like I wish it happened below the 20 MA. Just wasn't there. Just wasn't there for me. How do I know it's a trap? Well, because of magenta box. That's how I knew it was a trap so quickly. Otherwise, trap is this. A, B, C, A, reverses. Doesn't make a point, reverses. Now this is really reversing, coming back, probably back down to the bottom of the channel. I mean, that's where you expect it to go. One thing I do notice is that most of the times after we make a new all-time high, we have a slight pullback. You know, right here, all-time high, then slight pullbacks. Finally, actual pullback here. Every time we kind of make a new all-time high, we break it, drift up a little bit, then have a pullback. Here, exception. Here, right, you break it up a little bit, then pullbacks. Here, another exception. Here, go above it, and then pull back again. So typically after like an all-time high, we might want to look for some sort of like pullback. All right. Clear break of trend now. Clear break of trend. Looking for an MTR now. Major trend reversal. Kern and I are on the same page. I wish that was a little bit below the 20 MA, then I would have taken that trap, but that trap was just too close to 20 MA for me. But now we have strong break of trend, strong break of the 20 MA. This is a minor reversal. We're looking for a major trend reversal here, if we can find it, if we can get it. And this major trend reversal might just make a double top, like at this high, at this pivot high. It might not actually make a new high. It might make a pivot, might come up to like right here, because we are at the top of the channel, so we're actually at a reversal point. Oftentimes at those reversal points, we won't make a new high because we already rejected the reversal. We already rejected that key area. So sometimes we'll make a lower high double top, according to Al Brooks. So we might not actually make it all the way up here again. We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if we just make a two-legged pullback to, you know, one of these pivots here and then reverse. Could be this pivot, could be this pivot. Or we could just be on a strong downtrend right now. if this trap hits, it'll be in the H4 setup. L4 to H4 back to back. Incredible. Hitting the top of this trading range, bouncing off of it. Curious what's going to happen here. Obviously cannot take this long, not enough room to 20 MA. Plus terrible signal bar right here. Even with a terrible signal bar, even under 20 MA, it makes a perfect scalp. Very strange, in my opinion. But we can make that double top now. Notice H4 is now gone, so reversal is a little less chance. Yeah, let's get that double top, break of trend, and I think this price action is telling me enough that this is not it might not necessarily be a strong bull trend, but I'm gonna let the price action tell me. I'm not gonna force it. If we make a new high here, we'll see. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Ryan Shatner says, going for 4,300. Market lights a rally into 4th of July. We'll see. Falcon 1 says, that was a measure move. All right. So there's a measure move down here. I'm guessing he took the measure move. Something like this. I'm not sure where you would take it. Not enough consolidation for me, but if it was right here, then here? Not sure. Alright. Coming back above the 20 MA, as you can see. So we're slicing in and out of the 20 MA now. Making a pretty strong push up. Perhaps make a brand new high. Bill just 2 points in the bank. Let's go, baby. Congrats, Bill. Show some love to Bill here. We have another lower high setup here. Pretty nice signal bar. Not the setup I'm looking for though. Something interesting happens here. Hits the bottom of this candle perfectly, making a double top at the moment right here. It's kind of what I mentioned. I think if it does make a double top, I don't know if it'll come all the way make a new top. I think the double top could be a little lower here because we hit the top of the channel already, rejecting off of it, breaking below the 20 MA. So I'm thinking if we do make a double top, it might be a lower double top here. But I'm still looking for a two-legged pullback. I'm not going to go in short unless I see a two-legged pullback first. Let me see that two-legged pullback. Current says breakout of channel, breakout the channel, pullback, looking for a new extreme, right? Trying to make a new extreme, and then maybe reversal. Typically, we look for the lower high setup at that point. But like I said, I'm not sure if we're gonna make the actual new extreme because we already bounced off the top of this channel. And if we're at an actual reversal point, then that already happened, you know. The reversal's already happened here. And that is a double top, right? Where it hits this, right? Like it hit this pivot. I thought it might hit this pivot or this pivot, but hits this pivot here, right? Right at the bottom of this candle. And then it's starting to reverse now. I like a two-legged pullback though, to enter into a two-legged pullback if I can. But I don't know if the market will give it to us. It might just reverse here. Let's see. Just watching. Two-legged pullback might form here. We might get a Pikachu set up. We might get a trap trade here. Double top potentially right here. We actually have a second entry long here. This could create a Pikachu for us. Currently trend line that looks like this. Lower high setup here. I'm very tempted to take this short. Very tempted to take this short here. I think I'm gonna take this short. I've been burned by this short before though. I definitely have been burned by this short. Definitely been burned by this setup here because this can make a two-legged pullback like this, obviously. I've been burned by this exact type of Pikachu. Getting too eager to get in the major trend reversal. It's actually better to wait for the new high. But we shall see here. Okay, Pikachu's gone now. We're approaching this trend line. Huh. How's the 10K look? 10K still clearly above the 20 EMA. 5 minute. Wow, the 20 EMA on the 5 minute is acting as a very strong support. Very interesting. Failed breakdown comes right above, back to the top of the 20 EMA, above the 20 EMA. Recapturing the 20 EMA here. But it's very choppy right now. Very choppy right here. Alright. Very interesting. Are we in an uptrend, pandas? I'm not sure. Even after like this many candles, I'm just not sure because we got spike in channel. And this does something very interesting. Spikes down, fails to break down, comes back up, and recaptures a 20 EMA on the 5 minute chart. Very interesting price action. Very confusing to me. Got a wedge here on the 5 minute as well. Above the 20 EMA on the 10K chart. Just confusing. Like, I want to go short here. I really do want to go short here. But on those other higher time frames, it looks like we're trying to go long. I don't know. Very confusing spot we're in my opinion. Terrible signal bar to go short though, if you were to go short here. But that is a two-legged pullback. A, B, C. If this is a major trend reversal, let's wait for the higher, new high. Then we can look for one. But this is not a new high. This is a two-legged pullback. Typically, after two-legged pullback forms after a break of trend, that is where you want to enter short. Top of the channel, confusing. Very confusing. In my opinion, this is confusing. Like, I want to go short here, actually. Like, I actually want to go short here. But I'm going to sit on my hands. But to me, that short does not look bad. Like, if this is actually trading range type day, then this is the place where you want to go short. After a two-legged pullback, after break of trend, two-legged pullback. It's a double top, it's a lower double top. I'm sitting on my hands because I'm looking at the other time frames and I'm just seeing, right, confuses me the most, right? Huge spike up, huge spike down on the 5 minute, very confusing. Very confusing. Sitting on my hands here still. You know, that's a terrible signal bar to go short in anyway, so I'm not going to go short here, but potential trap trade here. Micro, this is the E-mini futures. It's not cryptocurrency. E-mini futures is the most liquidable market in the entire universe. More liquidable than Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever. The reason why I'm looking for a major trend reversal is because we're choppy plus top of the trading rate, or top of this channel here. So, a bit confused on what to do here. But in my opinion, typically I would like to go short here. Typically, but not enough evidence for me. It's just a little too confusing. Trading range indicators identifying a trading range right now here, actually, because we've been so choppy. The trading range indicator kicks in and tries to make a trading range here because we've been so choppy last couple bars. Micro triple top formed here. Very interesting. Micro triple top. Micro triple top. Trend line. Sitting on my paws. Just sitting on my paws. Quad top. Micro quad top at the moment. Maybe with a good signal bar, I might go short here with this micro quad top. I don't like how this 20 EMA is curling up though. Top of the channel, top of the trading range. Micro quad top. Signal bar is not the best. If that was a better signal bar, I might consider going short here now. I might consider it. Thinking the risk is worth it with a micro quad top. No, not good enough for me. Not good enough for me, but the micro quad top makes me think that signal bar is not good. Four hits on one spot. Broke below this candle now. Just sitting on my paws. Not much. Panda, sorry, it's not much for me here. Just not much. Like, I don't want to go long right into this because I feel like we're top of a trading range. We're top of a channel here, I think, clearly. So, like, for me, most likely want to go short. I'm trying to find a short somewhere, especially how choppy we have been. Just have not found the short setup I like. Micro quad top, though. Alright, trap my trigger here. I'm not taking this trap, but the trap may trigger here. Kern! My boy! Welcome, Kern. Thanks for becoming a panda. Thanks for supporting the channel. Kern, my boy. Kern. Hey, appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Hey, enjoy your green name. Enjoy your two-legged pullback badge as it forms over time. Enjoy your priority responding to your questions and comments. Enjoy your custom panda emoticons. Hey, pandas, give Kern a nice welcome, warm welcome here. Welcome, Kern, to the Panda Nation. This trap is now failing. Trap is now failing. It's just confusing to me. I can't make a decision here. Too choppy. Too many conflicting signals for me. Some may say, obviously, go long here. Just go long. We're in an uptrend. Go long, go long, go long. If I go short here, people are gonna say, why did you, trade counter trend? Why are you gonna, do that? That's a pretty decent signal bar right there. Very small signal bar though, about 1 point large. Starting to break down now. That might have been the signal bar I was looking for. Might have been a little too slow. Oh, difficult. Quad top, failed, trap here, reversing now. That was probably the best setup right there. And there it is. That's the spike I was looking for. That was the setup. I missed it. I really missed it. I was really looking at that, but I think it formed too quick and I was kind of like talking. But that was the setup that I was looking for. Good signal bar top, quad, micro quad top, and when it tries to reverse, it misses it. And think about if you took that trap trade, you're sweating bullets, and when it reverses and finally just smashes down. That could be the reversal for the entire day, to be honest. Like we could have made the high of the entire day already. But with that being said, if this is a downtrend day, then I'm looking for shorts now, if I can find them. Yeah, that was the setup I was looking for. That signal bar was a setup I was looking for. I was just not ready for it. I saw the trap trigger and I was like, okay, this can go up. And I was just not ready for such a quick reversal. It made this bar really quick and then just reversed like so quickly. I couldn't really process. Plus I was talking so much, talking about the analysis. And that's why when I trade live, it's so difficult because I'm trying to speak out loud. And in the speaking and commenting on things, it's just, I lose focus on just like thinking of my entry, thinking about, okay, this is where I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna come out. Like I lose some of that. I lose some of that edge because of the live trading. So that's why it's like, it's way more difficult to trade live. Too many things on my mind. I'm thinking about like all the people watching. I'm thinking about how you guys are gonna receive the information and understand it. I'm trying to think of, I'm doing way more processing than I typically would if I was just trading by myself. Reversed off this double bottom though, pretty significant reversal. Oh, the 2K or the 10K made a lower high setup. That could have also contributed to it. Again, 5 minute breaks below the 20 MA, recaptures the 20 MA. Incredible, absolutely incredible. This is really unexpected. Super strong move down, super strong move up. So now you're really thinking, are we really in a downtrend or are we in trading range still? Bouncing off right here, right, making a double bottom. Notice that the trading range indicator marked exactly where it would bounce. It bounced right here. The trading range indicator was marking this trading range. If you rewind it, the trading range indicator was doing exactly this way back here, and it had this line marked way back here on these candles. Notice how it hit it perfectly and bounced off of it. It's the power of, I wouldn't even say it's the power of the trading range indicator, it's the power of price action. The trading range indicator simply visualizes the price action for us. It helps us with these visual cues as lines. But that's the price action telling us exactly where it would bounce. I might take this perfect scalp setup actually. I might actually take this perfect scalp. Yeah, I'm taking this perfect scalp here. I'm gonna take this perfect scalp here. I'm taking this perfect scalp acting as a trap. Potential trap. Might have made a mistake. I thought that perfect scalp, I treated it like a trap right there, and it might bite me in the butt. But I like how we're downtrending now, and I like the 5 minute. We might have overtaken it, but we're trading in the wick now on the 5 minute. Thinking we're going to push lower here. Another push down. Waiting for the scalp here. Diamond pause, diamond pause. Diamond pause. Yeah, I took that perfect scalp as a trap. It might have been a mistake, but I liked the price action that was happening. I think we can make another push down here. Another thing to notice is that there's a gap between this low and this high. I was thinking that we might be in a bearish move. We couldn't recapture this low here. So there's a gap between this low and this high, thinking that we could be on a stronger, giving me signs that I think the momentum is strong downwards. But obviously, I might have made a mistake here. This might bite me in the butt. That's not what you want to see if you're short. I'm just saying that right now, obviously. I had reason to go short here because I like that movement that we had off the top right here, thinking possible reversal, but this could bite me in the butt. I'll take the hit. I like that setup. I liked it. You gotta stick to your pause, right? Maybe this is one of those times I should just trust in my indicator and realize, hey, we hit the bottom of the indicator. Why would you go low after you hit the bottom of the indicator that I made, showing the trading range? Silly, silly, silly. I should have listened to my own indicator. It's gonna stop me out. Oh, pandas. Listen to the indicator. That is the lesson. I've been on a losing streak these days, and it's painful, very painful. Ah, pandas. It's all good. It's all good. I thought it was worth it. That hurts. That really does hurt. It's all good, pandas. On to the next one. On to the next one. Oh man, I saw that strong move down. I saw the 5 minute, how we started to trade like into the wick here. I thought we were gonna push down, but it recaptured the 20 MA again on the 5 minute. It's absolutely incredible. Like, man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Now we're breaking above the micro quad top. Most likely gonna break out here. Pandas. All right. It got me. It tricked me. It really did trick me. It got me. I thought we were going to be in a trading range. I thought we were going to come back down. Bottom of the channel, some sort. Something along those lines. It got me, though. Oh, that's so painful. So frustrating. But it's okay, pandas. Honestly, that setup, I don't mind that setup. That setup, the main thing is, I don't know why I went short right into the bottom of my trading range indicator. Why did I do that? I really thought the momentum was strong enough maybe to give us another push down, but Hey, that's what happens when you trade against your own indicator. Pandas! Pandas, I've been on a losing streak, man. I'm on a losing streak. Hey, on this channel, watch me lose every single day. That's the point of this channel, just to watch this panda lose a bunch of money. Oh boy, oh boy. It's a struggle. I cannot get to that 20K mark. It is so difficult. Man, the higher low setup though at the bottom of the trading range, that's all you needed. But man, gosh, that is so painful. That is so painful. Hitting the top of this wedge again on the 5-minute. This 5-minute looks disgusting. It looks like those like centipedes, those like house centipedes with like super long legs. That's what it looks like. It's just super spiky. It's a very good signal bar. If we're choppy, then we should come back down. Typically like to look for a lower high setup if we're trying to trade the top of a trading range, such as this higher low setup here, bottom of the trading range. We want the lower high setup, trade the top of the trading range. Goodness, what is this, man? What is the 5-minute doing? That does not look nice. The 10K, I mean, bouncing clearly off the 20 MA on the 10K chart. Confusing. Confusing. It got me. It really got me. I thought we were at the top of trading range. I thought we were going to come back down. It got me. It got me. Interesting thing happening here. Very good signal bar, but struggling to make a point, even with a very good signal bar. We broke trend, and I actually finally made the new high here, new extreme, but it did it in a way where I'm not sure if it'll actually reverse here. It did it with a double bottom, so not sure if this is going to really be a reversal. This also has a pseudo trap on the other side now. But when I took this pseudo trap, I'm not going to take the next pseudo trap here. I say pseudo trap because it's a perfect scalp trap. So there's only few trap traders. It's not as many as a magenta box. Magenta box will have more trap traders. The reason being is because some people actually were able to scalp out at the perfect scalp. So you have a few people who actually got fill. Lower high setup here. I'm gonna take this lower high setup, pandas. Lower high setup, top of the trading range, unless we're breaking out. What do we look like here? Man, are we breaking out? Do you think we're gonna just keep going up? Is it gonna be one of those floater days? We just keep going up forever? Oh, nah, trading range. I mean, I see clear trading range here. Try to break out. Don't like to see that. If you're trying to go short. Don't like that. I mean, the signal bar was decent on the lower high, but now with this, you're gonna have to kind of combine these two bars as a signal bar. So that's not what you want to see if you want to go short. Basically, this is a trading range. We're coming back to the top of the trading range. I'm just not convinced if we're in an uptrend or not. Are we in an uptrend, pandas? Am I trading two counter trend? Like, I really thought... Am I trading two counter trend here? Is this an obvious uptrend? I just don't know. And another thing, Pandas, is that after a big surprise bar like this, typically you have another follow through, but it just didn't happen. It just didn't happen. It's all good. Trading range indicator. Do not mess with the trading range indicator. That's my lesson for today. Do not mess with the trading range indicator. Even how confident you feel, the trading range indicator is telling you something. It tells exactly where the reversal point was. We have a micro double top now. But even if this does hit, it can reverse because if you think about it, this is a trading range, right? And most trading range fails. It's a 2-bar trading range, and most trading range breakout fails. So if you try to break out here, most likely will fail and come back up. L4 setup potentially here. L4 setup. What is happening here? This looks so choppy. I guess I'll take the L4 if it hits. If it hits me with another L4 here, I'll take the short. All right, L4. We got an L4 for us boys. I guess I'll take this short on the L4. If it's gonna give it to me, I'll take it. Need a decent signal bar though. Gonna prime up my order. Not gonna say I'm gonna take this, but I want to see this signal bar might produce a really good signal bar at the very last second. Currently terrible signal bar, but 500 more ticks left. Give me another L4 at the top of this channel. I'll take it, I guess. But when I see this, it feels bullish. It feels like it wants to break out. That's what it feels like. It keeps going up, and I think maybe because I'm like, yeah, goodbye. I'm not taking that. Not taking that. Like, it's just choppy. The 10K chart, very choppy as well, but we're grinding up on the top of this channel. Oh, the 5K or the 5-minute chart, strong bull bar ending near its high at the top of the channel, or top of this wedge here, overtaking the 20 MA multiple times, or failed breakouts multiple times here, making new highs, making new all-time highs again. Not sure, Pandas. I'm guessing we're in an uptrend. It's just not. It's just a weird uptrend. It's just a weird uptrend in my mind. I might just rely on the 10K chart today, because the 2K I'm just not liking. Not liking that 2K action. Alright, so we broke above the trading range and we came back down to retest it. We actually made it our own two-legged pullback off the top of this trading range, off the 20 MA, and we're able to make a point right there going long. It's just, to me, it's the top of this channel, so just did not think to go long here. But yeah, I'm gonna go short on this L4 if we get a good setup here. And if I get hit, I get hit. So be it. Notice all-time highs. This is blue line here. Previous all-time highs. We just keep making new all-time highs. Every single time we break a previous pivot high, we're making new all-time highs. Oh, is it the simple rule? You do not go short against the all-time highs? Is that what we should just abide by? Not the signal bar for me that I would want to take to go short. The daily's on the wedge here. Give me a decent signal bar and I'll go short. And if I get busted here, have a nice weekend, everybody. Oh, Kern's a girl. Hey, Jason, thank you for that. Kern is a girl. Okay. Sorry, Kern. I just assume most traders are males. I mean, maybe call me sexist, but it just happens to the demographic just most likely be a male. But hey, I love it when there are, you know, fellow sister pandas on board. Kern, sorry for that, my girl. Okay, I mean, this looks like an uptrend now, pandas. It just looks like an uptrend, and I just don't want to fight this uptrend. It just looks like it wants to grind up forever, but just not sure. Like, even the uptrend looks very grindy. Doesn't look particularly super strong, but I don't like to trade against like all-time highs and drifting up like this, just because these can go up forever. Like, really, you just do not know when it's gonna reverse. But we do have an L4 setup here. Strong signal or strong bull bar though. Would not want to reverse that at the moment. Could be a measure move. Might be looking for some sort of measure move here. No regard for the top of this channel. Complete disrespect for it. 5-minute complete disrespect for this wedge at the moment. 80% chance it'll break out, 80% chance it'll break back. It'll be a failed breakout. In my opinion, we need like another major trend reversal here or something to feel convinced to really go short here. But other than that, like, maybe we're just looking to go long. Jack Beyond says girls are better than guys in general. Yeah, there's a lot of things girls are better than guys at. There's some things guys are better than girls at. I mean, if you look at like the top anything really, mostly they're guys. And I don't. It could be politics, could be other reasons. I don't know why. But like, say the best chef in the world, most likely a guy. Most richest man in the world, most richest person in the world, most likely a guy. You know, you have all the physical things, right? Fastest, strongest. You know, all those attributes, mainly guys. I don't know if there's any girl that beats a guy in like a physical feat. And I'm not saying, you know, I'm just saying the facts here, and I'm not saying guys are better than girls. You know, on average, I personally think girls are actually probably smarter than most guys. On average, actually. But for some reason, on those like peak levels, I don't know, guys seem to be always at the top. But like I said, I don't know why. Could be different reasons. Decent signal bar here to go short, but terrible signal bar to go against on the 10K chart. 5-minute chart's completely just going upwards. We're just on a strong bull trend right now. Difficult to consider going short, but it's just so grindy. Don't like it. Kellyanne says, I'm a grandma learning to trade. Amazing. Yeah, I guess I'm heading to Banville, but I mean, just tell me, like, am I wrong? I don't know. I personally think girls are, you know, like I said, on average, smarter, better than guys, better at graduating high school, more diplomas, more doctors. I think a lot of times, you know, on average, women are, I think, in my personal experience, better than guys. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, if you just look at the Guinness Book of World Records, I mean, just look at there. Maybe you cancel the Guinness Book of World Records. Don't cancel me. Cancel them. I'm just reading their stuff. Sorry if I can read the Guinness Book of World Records. Kevin Fennell, I absolutely agree. But I think honestly, like, so Kevin Fennell says, I'm 100% sure my wife will be better at this if she had any interest. And I agree. I agree. Women are just that, have that attention to detail, and but you know, I think women, yeah, guys, they have yeah, I personally think they're different. They have differences. You know, there's things that women are good at, there's things that guys are good at, and not saying every girl and every guy is better or worse, but typically that's what happens, you know. A record book made by men for men. I don't know. Is it? Is Guinness Book? I mean, if you want to cancel the Guinness Book of World Records, go ahead, but the Guinness Book of World Records. I could. I don't know. I mean, you guys think that maybe men and women are exactly the same, but you know, I beg to differ. I beg to differ. And if that, like, if my opinion, if you have differing opinions than me, then so be it, you know? I mean, I think it's good to have different opinions. It's good to challenge opinions. It's good to have this dialectical arguments. Taserface says I'm 100% joking. I don't know, man. Oh man, this is so choppy. It's just this choppy, grindy type movement right now, and we could just drift upwards in all-time high territory, and that could be the rest of the day today. And maybe I'll just buy like one contract and just see how high it can go. Hey, give me a chat. Give me a 1 in chat if I should buy one contract just to see how high it can go. Give me a 2 if no. Steve T says no, don't do it. Just don't buy one single contract to see how I can get it to go. All right, might be wise, but we are rocking this trend line right now. This trend line, don't mess with it. I got burned already, and so like I'm kind of sitting on my hands, reevaluating my premise, and my premise was obviously wrong. Like I thought we were in trading range. I thought we were gonna come back down. My premise was obviously wrong. We had a double bottom here, bouncing off. I think we could be clearly maybe now in an uptrend, just drifting upwards. But the thing about these type of uptrends is that it might not provide any opportunity for you to go long. Notice we're still on our L4 setup here. Everyone just wants me to buy one single I'll buy one contract. Here we go. Pandas, this is for you. You know what? I don't even have a ATM with one contract. Oh, I do. Watch me. The moment I buy this contract, it's gonna reverse like 1,000 points. I'll buy one contract at the close of this bar. And I'll put like a pretty deep stop loss on it. Hello. Maybe I'll just buy here. I'm gonna buy at the close of this bar here. Oh boy, it's leaving without me. Where are you going? Hello, come back. Where are you going? Careful. All right, I'm gonna have a stop loss under this pivot low. All right, pandas, let's see how high this can go. Let's go, baby. Let's see how high this can go. Oh my gosh, the moment I buy it, it's reversing. Why? I am the indicator. I am the panda indicator. Goodness gracious, I am the panda indicator. The moment I bought it, it just reverses immediately. Buying the high, selling the lows. Pandas, if I get hit here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 3/4 points. That's like 250 bucks. Even if I lose this, it's less of a loss than my previous one, so it's all good. Now, if we come down here and break these lows here, then you know this whole premise of this grinding upwards all day is completely wrong. But as long as we have this trend line, you're thinking a retest of highs if we ever break it. Let's just see how high this one contract can go, pandas. It's just Always in long. Ooh, that's not what you want to see on the 5-minute though. Let's see here. Let's look at the higher time frames. I just feel like we're so overextended. It's all good, pandas. One contract. I know you guys are saying, why would I do this? It's one contract. It's okay, pandas. If I lose this $250, we'll live. We'll live. The panda will live. Don't worry. Do we have a measure move here? We do have a small measure move here. The panda indicator, guys. Welcome to the stream. This is the panda indicator. Just do everything opposite what I do. You will make money. Yeah, Steve T says, all first time viewers, this is not normal for the panda. I never do this. I really never do this. Very interesting here. We have the L4 setup. A micro triple bottom at the moment. Measure move is not yet hit. L5 just triggers. Not interested going short here though. It is quite choppy though. Very choppy on its way up. Just watching. Tanner Neal says, trading against your favorite L4. I am trading against my L4. What am I doing? Have I lost it, guys? Have I finally lost it? My panda screws? My mental capacity might be getting low. Making me doing some weird stuff here now. Buying at the all-time highs. But pandas, it's okay. I really think it's okay. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5.5 points. What is that? That's like $250, around $300. It's all good, pandas. My max lost $300. Strong bear bar ending near its low. Not strong, but a bear bar ending near its low. In this choppiness here. You know what? We finally got a two-legged pullback on the 5-minute here. A, B, C. This is the first two-legged pullback actually on the 5-minute. It's a little crazy to think that, but this is the first two-legged pullback on the 5-minute. Right here at the top of the channel. Top of the wedge, I mean. Pandas, L4 setups. Do not mess with the L4 setup. Just don't do it. Just don't trade against the L4 setups. It's all good, pandas. Hey, if we're gonna go up all day today, what harm will this small little pullback do to us? The only time you should really be getting afraid is if you start closing clearly below the 20 MA. Then I think we look for a reversal. But notice the 5-minute first two-leg pullback, good signal bar. What do I mean by two-leg pullback? I mean this A, B, C, top of the wedge here. 80% chance breakout, 80% chance the breakout will fail and come back in, which is exactly what happened here. I will actually stop this one contract out if we get a trap here. If we get something like this, then I actually will stop my contract. Even though it's one contract, I'm going to stop it out just because in my mind, that's a reversal pattern. You know, and I think we're in a place where we can have a reversal pattern. So if we have a reversal pattern here, right, if we have a trap here, I'm actually going to take this and I'm actually going to reverse my position. And potentially go into another losing trade. 3 losing trades, Panda. Let's go. It's all good. Oh, man, the struggle though. The 20K. Alright, Pandas, let me look over some of your chats since I'm just in this one contract. So many of you guys wanted me to go in that one. Let's go, baby. Daniel I says, I think it's a fail breakout. Let me go to all of your chats here, especially the pandas. I like to go to the pandas. L Jimmy says, must be nice to be a free thinking panda instead of a caged human. Yeah, I would rather be a free panda than a caged human. Wow, incredible. The irony. Daniel I says, this sucks to trade. It does. These days are just tough. But man, L4 setup. The fact that it's just in the middle of nowhere though, that's kind of hard to trade. One, no stop loss. Sure. Yeah, this week I think it sucked in general. It's just so bad. The volume yesterday was so bad. I think like I looked at the volume yesterday and like we haven't had volume like that since like a year ago or something. Or like 2019. The volume yesterday was like as low as like it was in 2019. Tom Townsend almost puts a Babylon Bee-like headline in his chat. It says, yeah, what JP said. If Guinness Book of World Records was run by women, it would have more meaningful categories that will be dominated by women, like best conflict resolution. That is savage. You, man, I hope I'm going to get canceled, not because of what I'm saying. I'm going to get canceled because of what you guys are saying. Daniel says, Chop City. Kern says, parachute. Looks like he thinks it's going to fall. Kellyanne says, this week was poop. Agreed. I also agree. SW Blaze says, moving toward MM. Yeah, we have an MM here, but we missed it by about a point. So that's not good news for the Bulls. JT Carpenter says, women are way better at giving birth than men. I think so too. Daniel I says, don't do it. I should have listened to Daniel Eyes. What am I doing? Brandon Jones says, could this be an MM from the 2:30 a.m.-ish low? If so, it could be trying to crawl to 74. Ooh, yeah, if we were thinking like way back here, you know, measure move. We could have a pretty significant measure move with that. Something like this. Consolidation. We could be trying to come up here, but at the looks of it, we'll see. We shall see. The L4 might have been the reversal of the day. Who knows? We're in a strong uptrend still, pandas. But look at that! Look at that bar on the 5 minute. It's just confusing. The 10K potentially maybe making an L4, but I doubt it will hit. I doubt it will hit. Typically, this would usually scalp out. But who knows? Anything can happen. Kern says, risky to buy. AG Santamir says, ha 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 ha. Not sure what you're laughing at. Mazar Ali says, don't do it. I should have listened to you guys. 4270, maybe reversal. Oh gosh. I am the indicator, guys. I'm telling you. Kelly Ann says, my husband was crying that Father's Day ranks so low and Mother's Day is third highest celebrated. Can you give birth? That's true. I guess fathers, what do they really do? They don't really do much. In terms of the birthing process. We honestly don't do much. And I could be more crude, but let's keep it PG, boys. My pandas. JT Carpenter, 4273 target. Kellyanne, no shorts. Alright, some of you guys already said this, already kind of read this. Kellyanne says diversity of opinion is necessity. It is, it is. Skarbreski says there's always the long, always in long I've been waiting for. There's the always in long I've been waiting for. The moment I do it, look what happens. Perfect reversal point. Almost hit the high of the day at this moment. Taserface has become a panda. Hey, welcome Taserface. Thanks for becoming panda. Thanks for your support. Enjoy your green name. Enjoy your two-legged pullback badge. Enjoy priority responding to your questions and answers. Hey, enjoy your emoticons. Pandas, give Taserface a warm welcome. Jerry Whitley says, Al says, never do it just this once. Hey guys, with this example, you know, listen to Al Brooks. Don't just do it once. Don't ever just do it once. Sorry, Taser. I was reading the previous comments and I just came to it and I saw it and you became a panda. Pandas! How do I do this? I literally found the exact point where the market's gonna reverse. I did it. I did the impossible. Guys, welcome to my journey going back to $5,000. This is my journey from going to 15K back down to 5K. Hope you enjoyed this journey. Goodness gracious. Can't do anything right these days. So painful. 10K still has a 20 EMA giving it support. The 10K, oh sorry, this is the 5 minute. The 5 minute still acting as support on the 20 EMA. The 10K, honestly, this 20 EMA, I cannot find anything that is stronger supporting this 10K. You have so many failed breakdowns, and every single time it breaks down, it has recaptured the 20 EMA, strong bear bar, comes back to the top of 20 EMA, multiple failed breakouts here, another touches here, so many touches on the 20 EMA for the 10K chart. I do not know anything stronger than it right now. Hey pandas, let me be frank with you. It's been a terrible week for me. And I'm going to take this moment to reflect on some of the poor decisions I've made. I honestly think this short here was not that bad of a short. I was thinking there was enough there for me to go short there. But trading range indicator gave me the obvious here. Trading range indicator told me something that I did not see with my own eyes or concluded, and so hence I got busted. Going long randomly on an uptrend. Pandas, do not do it. Just don't do it. This is what happens. You pick the perfect top and then you just reverses. Let me reflect on some of the poor decisions I've made these days. Yesterday, I literally could have skunked out 1, 2, 3, 4 times on this trade, and I got busted on this downtrend here. I could have came out right there, but hey, I had diamond pause at the wrong time, and hence got busted. Got busted about 3 times in a row, pandas. I'm about to get busted right now again, looks like. But we shall see. We're under the 20 EMA now. I'm looking for a reversal at this point, right? I'm not thinking this is a strong uptrend, even though we are in an uptrend, pandas. Like, the way, it depends on how you draw this channel, right? We can be in an uptrend still. But the thing is, even with these uptrends, you can see these reversals. Especially with the L4 setup. I do not know why I traded against my own darling, my L4. My baby L4. Pandas, do not make the same mistakes as me. Hey, at least I'm losing the money and you're not. Do not copy my trades. In fact, you know, do the exact opposite of what I do. You might make money actually. You have higher chance of making money, especially this week. This has been a terrible week. Honestly, terrible week for me. It's all good though, pandas. It's all good. It's all good. I honestly think the last couple days have just been very difficult to trade, especially during the trading hours, the regular trading hours. It's just been so difficult, in my opinion. Just choppy. Thanks, guys. You guys are being very encouraging. Frank Angelo, Taserface, who wakes up in the morning, looks in the mirror and says, I know what would be a really kick beep name, Taserface. Quoting one of my favorite movies, Guardians of the Galaxy. Worst name ever. We have a lower high setup here, pandas. Lower high setup. 20 EMA on the 5-minute, right there. 20 EMA on the 10K approaching. We do have a lower high setup here though. Very interesting. Choppiness here. Under the 20 EMA, lower high setup. I'm staying away from it. Obviously, I'm long right now, so I'm not really inclined to take it or even stop out right there. I'm gonna let this play out a little bit here. I'm gonna let this play out. But we do have a reversal here Lower high setup. Boy, oh boy. That looks bearish to me. That really does look bearish to me. With a signal bar like that, balancing out the 20 MA, making a lower high setup on a choppy day like this. That looks bearish, very bearish to me. If it looks bearish, I would reverse my trade. I actually would enter short here. I'm just gonna sit on my hands. I mean, if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. I don't mind this hit. It was a, let's say, an experiment, a social experiment. Most of the chat says they wanted to see this, and this is what happens, chat. If you just buy it like I did, don't do it. If you're interested, hey, what happens if I just buy long, thinking that we're just gonna go up forever? This is exactly what happens. You have like, basically you're just gambling at that point. And gambling, you will always lose money in the long term. So, hey, in this channel, in this video, in this stream today, we learned, do not take a gamble. Do not just gamble. I will, if this makes a trap, if this Pikachu fails, I will go short here. I will go short here if this Pikachu fails. It's just a 5 minute on the 20 EMAs acting as support. So strong. The fact that we reverse here at this wedge. Whew. Confusing. Honestly, I'm not even worried about this one contract. It is what it is. It was a $250 experiment, let's just say that. If this traps here, I will be very inclined to take it, in my opinion. If this traps, I think I want to take it. But it needs to trap first. Can't jump the gun here. It needs to trap first. No trap at the moment. It needs to make the second entry. I'm gonna get stopped out here probably. Most likely. Very likely get stopped out here. About 90%, 99% chance I get stopped out here. 99 is pretty high odds. If that's the truth, I should just skunk out right here. If it's 99% chance I'm going to get stopped out. 99% chance if I get stopped out, I might as well just put all my, you know. So it's not 99% chance, obviously. But very high chance I get stopped out here. Obviously I'm one tick away, so that's what I'm thinking. But I am looking for a trap trade here if the market will give it to us. But I'm not sure if it will. I want that trap. I want a trap trade here. I'm looking for a trap trade. Again, Pandas, I'm not worried about this stop. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. It's fine. I was really okay with that. I thought it'd just be a fun little experiment. Good thing I did it and you guys didn't. Oh man, let's go. Pandas, pandas, pandas. This is crazy, right? I am the indicator. I am the one who reverses markets. I am the one who picks tops and goes long on tops. I am the one. I am the chosen one here. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. We're going a little overtime here. I want to see reversal here. Pandas. This is why you never trade against the L4 setup. L4, H4 setups are just my favorite. And this is what happens when you just go completely brain dead and you just do something completely that you've never done before. And that's what happens, pandas. We're approaching the 10K 20 EMA now. And that worries me to go short. That really does worry me to go short. Breaking below, closing now below the 20 EMA on the 5 minute. Man, the L4 setup, beautiful. At the end, I'm actually just happy that L4 worked out because I love L4 setups. Jack Beyond says, the problem is you relied on the viewer to go in. That's true. Never do a vote. Never listen to the viewer. I said, you guys want me to buy? Just buy right here and see what happens. And about 20 of you guys said yes. And this is what happens. Now we know. Now we know, pandas. Now we know. Interesting. We're breaking clearly below here now. I need to see the 10K. We need to break clearly below the 10K 20 EMA. That can act as a very strong support. The reason why I'm saying that is because it has been this entire time. But I'm thinking most likely either reversal or, man, I mean, we're so choppy. We can be trading range, but. Breaking now below the, actually we're approaching the previous all-time high. This is the all-time high here, this blue line. This is the all-time high printed yesterday. I want to see if this traps, and if this traps, I do want to go short. Let's see here. Oh, pandas. I'm just like, these days it's just so terrible. Like, even look at this downtrend. It's just not, it's just, you know, you got doji bars mixed in there. You just have like, it's just not clean. Like, none of these setups are clean. Do not like it. Terrible signal bar here. Ends up giving you a nice little swing here, but man, it's just, these days, man, this like, drives me nuts. So slow. So incredibly slow these days. But I'm guessing days like this are more common actually. Yeah, that's what that was. Alright, pandas, let's see if we get a trap here. Trade right into the all-time high yesterday, which could act as support, which is kind of acting as support right now. Aaron says, you've literally wanted to go short the entire day, then you went long and in reverse, and you end up missing the best short of the day. Would you fancy that? Would you fancy that? Would you fancy that? And that's the kind of week I've been having this entire week. Man, oh man, oh man. It is what it is. It's all good, pandas. It's just money. It's so choppy, pandas. This is driving me nuts. I'm about to end the stream right now. I cannot handle this. This is just so choppy and it's just unbearable to trade. I can't do this, pandas. Hey, pandas. I'm done for the day. Hey, pandas, seriously. Thank you for all the encouraging, like, even though I lost money today, like, seriously, this community is just, I cannot tell you how awesome it is. So, hey, appreciate all the encouragements. I know I lost some money today. I know I lost some money yesterday. And did I lose money? No, I didn't lose money before that. I lost some money a couple days. I think 3 days in this week I had a couple red days. Pandas, it's okay. You know, we learn from our mistakes. We gotta be quicker to recognize the market cycles we're in. We gotta be quicker to recognize the price action, saying, hey, look at this price action. Does this look bullish? Does this look bullish to you? No, it doesn't. It looks very choppy. It looks like a very, very weak bull trend because all of the characteristics of these bars, creating long wicks, creating dojis. We're thinking no breakout will be very strong. Even this downtrend breakout probably won't be very strong, but who knows? So pandas, we gotta learn from our mistakes. We really gotta learn. Next week is a new week, and we'll get it, pandas. We'll get it. So hey, hope everyone has an amazing weekend. Seriously, have a banger weekend. I really hope you enjoy it. Hope you guys get some good rest. Hope your mental capital gets restored. I hope mine does at least. So next week I won't be traumatized by all the big losses I had this week, and I can start new. Let's see if I can do that. Let's have a good weekend, y'all. And as always, happy trading. God bless. I'll see you guys on Monday. Rough week, but hey, happens to everyone. This is why we call this a journey. Jack Beyond says, bye. Kellyanne says, it's just a pullback on my account. That's exactly what it is. Small pullback on my account, but hey, as all pullbacks, hopefully, the original trend will continue. So let's go, baby. Appreciate everyone. Let's go, baby. Have a good weekend, everyone. I'll see you guys on Monday. Hopefully a better week next week, but we'll get there.